Small recreational vehicles under 25 feet have a massive reliability advantage over their larger counterparts. But the industry actively suppresses this information because small units generate lower profit margins per sale. The physics are undeniable. A 16-foot trailer with 400 square feet of wall surface has fewer leak points, less structural stress, and lower material costs than a 35-foot trailer with 900 square feet of wall surface. But dealers push buyers toward larger units using floor plan psychology and payment manipulation because a $65,000 fifth wheel generates more commission than a $22,000 travel trailer. We are going to expose why small builds are inherently more reliable, reveal the specific construction advantages that make them last decades, and show you how the industry profits from convincing you that bigger is better. The reliability gap between small and large recreational vehicles is not subjective preference. This is engineering physics that manufacturers cannot manipulate through marketing. Every foot of length adds weight that stresses the frame. Every square foot of wall surface adds potential water intrusion points. Every slide-out mechanism adds moving parts that fail. Every appliance adds electrical load that strains converters. The recreational vehicle that lasts 20 years is the recreational vehicle with the fewest components, the least surface area, and the simplest systems. Small builds win on reliability, not despite their size, but because of their size. The construction advantage starts with structural stress distribution. When you tow a 16-foot trailer at highway speeds, the frame experiences torsional stress as it encounters road irregularities. The shorter wheelbase means forces distribute across fewer feet of frame, but the lower overall weight means the magnitude of forces is proportionally smaller. A 16-foot trailer weighing 2,800 pounds generates less frame stress than a 35-foot trailer weighing 9,500 pounds, even though the shorter trailer experiences higher stress per linear foot. The net result is that small trailer frames last longer because the absolute stress levels remain within the design margins of standard materials. The towing dynamics create secondary reliability advantages. A 16-foot trailer has less sail area catching crosswinds. The aerodynamic forces trying to push the trailer sideways are proportionally smaller, which means less stress on the hitch, the frame, and the tow vehicle suspension. Owners of small trailers report fewer instances of sway, fishtailing, or loss of control events. These dynamic forces contribute to long-term reliability because the structure is not constantly fighting wind loads and making micro-movements that loosen fasteners and crack welds. The wall surface area directly correlates to leak probability. A traditional stick-built trailer has seams where walls meet the roof, where walls meet the floor, where walls meet each other at corners, and around every window, door, and vent. A 16-foot trailer might have 8 windows, 1 door, 2 roof vents, and 1 air conditioner for a total of 12 penetrations. A 35-foot fifth wheel might have 18 windows, 2 doors, 4 roof vents, 2 air conditioners, and 1 skylight for a total of 27 penetrations. Each penetration is a potential leak point. The small trailer has 12 opportunities for water intrusion. The large trailer has 27 opportunities. The probability of experiencing at least one leak increases proportionally with penetration count. The thermal cycling stress is another factor manufacturers ignore. Recreational vehicles sit in storage lots, experiencing temperature swings from sub-zero winters to 120-degree summers. These temperature cycles cause materials to expand and contract. Sealants crack, adhesives degrade, fasteners loosen. The magnitude of expansion and contraction is proportional to surface area. A large roof expands more than a small roof under the same temperature increase. This creates more stress on the seams and fasteners. Small trailers experience less absolute movement, which means seals last longer and structures stay tighter. The system's complexity advantage becomes obvious when you examine failure rates. A 16-foot trailer might have a 2-burner stove, a 3-way refrigerator, a furnace, a water heater, and basic lighting. Total component count is approximately 35 discrete parts that can fail. A 35-foot fifth wheel has a 4-burner stove with oven, a residential refrigerator, 2 furnaces, 2 air conditioners, a water heater, a washer-dryer prep, multiple televisions, and complex lighting systems. Total component count exceeds 120 discrete parts. The probability of experiencing at least one component failure is proportional to component count. The small trailer has 1/3 the failure risk. The electrical system stress is particularly relevant. A small trailer running basic 12-volt LED lighting and a furnace draws approximately 8 to 12 amps maximum load. A large trailer running residential appliances, multiple air conditioners and entertainment systems can draw 40 to 60 amps maximum load. The electrical system components in both trailers are often identical because manufacturers use standardized converters and breaker panels. This means the small trailer operates well within component ratings, while the large trailer operates at or above rated capacity. Operating near capacity generates heat that degrades wire insulation and shortens component life. The construction methods that produce the most reliable small recreational vehicles are the same methods that work at any size, but they are more common in small builds because small manufacturers dominate the under 25-foot market. Molded fiberglass construction is standard for manufacturers like Scamp, Casita, and Escape. These companies build exclusively in the 13 to 21-foot range because the molded fiberglass process becomes prohibitively expensive at larger sizes. The two-piece shell construction that eliminates leak points is economically viable only when the shells remain small enough to handle in standard manufacturing facilities. The Scamp 16 represents the reliability champion in the small trailer category. The entire upper shell is a single piece of molded fiberglass. The entire lower shell is a single piece of molded fiberglass. They bond together at one horizontal seam. There are no corner joints. There are no wall-to-roof seams. Water intrusion is nearly impossible. Owners report Scamps from the 1970s and 1980s still camping without leaks. The fiberglass does not rot. The structure does not degrade. A 40-year-old Scamp requires a new refrigerator and new upholstery. A 7-year-old large stick-built trailer requires new walls and new floors. The Casita Spirit Deluxe offers similar construction in a slightly larger 17-foot package. The molded fiberglass shell eliminates the delamination problem that destroys large trailers. The welded aluminum frame provides structural integrity that bolted frames cannot match. The simple systems keep electrical load within safe margins. Casita owners report maintenance costs averaging $200 to $400 over 10 years. Comparable owners of large trailers report maintenance costs exceeding $8,000 over the same period. The industry hates small trailers because they cannot justify the markup on simple construction. A dealer makes $3,000 to $5,000 gross profit on a $24,000 small trailer. The same dealer makes $12,000 to $18,000 gross profit on a $75,000 large fifth wheel. The sales process takes the same amount of time. The financing paperwork is identical. The dealer incentive is to push every buyer toward the largest unit they will finance regardless of the buyer's actual needs or the long-term reliability implications. The floor plan psychology is the primary manipulation tactic. The dealer walks you through a large fifth wheel with a residential kitchen, a king bed, a full bathroom with a tub, and multiple slide-outs, creating 400 square feet of living space. Then they walk you through a 16-foot trailer with a dinette that converts to a bed, a 2-burner stove, and a small bathroom with a shower. The psychological contrast makes the small trailer feel inadequate. You start thinking you need the space even though you will spend 6 hours per day inside the trailer during a camping trip and the rest of your time outdoors. The payment manipulation follows the floor plan manipulation. The dealer shifts the conversation from total cost to monthly payment. They show you that the payment difference between a $24,000 small trailer and a $65,000 large trailer is only $280 per month if you stretch the loan from 10 years to 20 years. They frame this as a small cost for significantly more comfort. What they do not tell you is that you are paying $67,200 in interest over 20 years for space you do not need and reliability you will not get. The depreciation pattern proves the small trailer advantage. A $24,000 Scamp retains 70% of its value after 10 years. You can sell it for $16,800. A $65,000 large trailer retains 35% of its value after 10 years. You can sell it for $22,750. The Scamp owner lost $7,200 in depreciation. The large trailer owner lost $42,250 in depreciation. The difference is $35,050, which pays for a lot of camping trips or buys another Scamp. The mobility advantage of small trailers extends their practical lifespan. A 16-foot trailer weighing 2,800 pounds can be towed by a mid-size SUV or a half-ton truck. When you upgrade your tow vehicle, the trailer remains towable. A 35-foot fifth wheel weighing 12,000 pounds requires a 1-ton dually truck. When you age out of driving a dually, or when you can no longer handle backing a 50-foot combination, the trailer becomes unusable, even if the structure remains sound. Small trailers stay functional longer because they impose fewer demands on the owner. The storage cost difference is substantial and often ignored in total cost of ownership calculations. A small trailer fits in a standard garage or on the side of a house. Storage is free. A large trailer requires RV storage at $75 to $150 per month. Over 20 years, the storage cost alone is $18,000 to $36,000. This is money spent on protecting a depreciating asset rather than using the asset for its intended purpose. The insurance cost difference adds to the small trailer advantage. Insurance companies charge based on replacement value. A $24,000 trailer costs $180 to $240 per year to insure. A $65,000 trailer costs $480 to $720 per year to insure. Over 20 years, the insurance cost difference is $6,000 to $9,600. Every dollar spent on insurance for a large depreciating asset is a dollar not available for camping, maintenance, or eventual replacement. The campground fee structure increasingly favors small trailers. Many state parks and national parks have length restrictions, limiting trailers to 25 or 27 feet. The most desirable campsites with views, privacy, and proximity to amenities are often in loops with length limits. Small trailer owners have access to these sites. Large trailer owners are relegated to overflow parking areas with no shade and no privacy. Over a camping career, the site selection advantage of a small trailer is worth thousands in enhanced experiences. The off-grid capability advantage is significant for owners who want to camp beyond developed campgrounds. A 16-foot trailer with simple systems can run for 3 to 5 days on battery power with modest solar charging. The electrical load is low enough that a 200-watt solar panel and a single 100-amp-hour battery provide sufficient power. A large trailer with residential appliances and multiple air conditioners requires 800 to 1,200 watts of solar and 400 to 600 amp-hours of battery capacity to achieve the same off-grid duration. The cost difference is $2,000 versus $8,000, and the small system is simple enough for DIY installation, while the large system requires professional integration. The industry will continue pushing buyers toward large, complex trailers as long as buyers accept that bigger is better. They will continue using floor plan psychology and payment manipulation to maximize per-unit profit. But the physics cannot be manipulated. Small trailers with simple systems and minimal surface area last longer, cost less to maintain, depreciate slower, and provide better long-term value than large trailers engineered for obsolescence. Stop letting dealers use square footage and slide outs to justify units you do not need. Buy the smallest trailer that meets your actual camping needs, and you will be camping in the same unit 20 years from now, while large trailer buyers are on their third purchase.